Jada, are you going to let that settle with you? That'd be good. That'd be good. Can't continue harming these women, mate. You end up in a pretty bad condition in the spirit world if you do. There's one statement in the Paget messages which is very interesting. And when James Paget asked his wife, who had passed, he said to her, "What persons do you find in the worst condition in the spirit world?" And she said, "Suicides and prostitutes." And then she said, "The people who are prostitutes weren't prostitutes on earth. They have become so in the spirit world because of their desire only for sexual interaction and their sexual addictions." And the reason why she said that was the worst situation is because she found them the hardest to talk to and the hardest to move off of their addiction. Does that make sense? And that, if you think about it, it sort of makes sense with regard to those particular things. We'll talk about suicide separate, but if you think about the prostitute, the sexual feelings inside of us generally are quite strong motivators, are they not? And quite strong motivators towards pleasure, if we're connected with pleasure. And if we become addicted to them in any way, you can see that it almost becomes like a frenzy after that. And that is going to cause a lot of problems with your logical ability to be able to determine what is right and what is wrong and actually do it. So they are quite serious issues. The suicide is very similar too, because they don't recognise their rage. Most people who suicide because they're actually angry and they blame the world for their anger. And they're in a frenzy doing that as well, so much to the point where they're able to, suicide. And this is one of the reasons why they're very difficult also to help in the spirit world.